Welcome back. This video is about finding support for healthy weight loss. Saw this on Reddit. See if you can relate. I was always overweight as a child, but I did lose it at some point. Eventually, I gained it back and I've hated myself for it ever since. I'm now considering doing a 3 to 4 week water fast to lose weight. I'm looking for someone who lives in my city who might be considering the same thing. I have to lose weight for myself and my family. Becoming skinnier will allow me to become more confident and enjoy my life more. I would love to meet up and become fasting buddies so we don't have to go through this tough process alone. We can regularly discuss how we're doing and hopefully lose weight together. Click like if that's something you can relate to. I'm seeing some red flags. Let's break this down so you understand how you can lead a healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams instead of doing a long-term water fast and trying to find support. My name is Reggie. I'm the founder of Fit for Freelance, where I build adaptive business leaders through compassionate health coaching. Focus and practice are two big parts of the guilt-free process and the guilt-free game plan. So you understand what to focus on and how to stay in practice, get support that you need so you don't fall off, feel bad about yourself, all that kind of stuff. Big part of it, building adaptive business leaders through compassionate health coaching, is compassion, loving yourself, understanding that you are valuable pretty much no matter what your body looks like. This is a bigger thing. You don't hate your body into changing. I just recorded a video on that. We want to be mindful of hating yourself for your weight change or making that the reason to do it. Now, this person has a great reason, very inspirational thing here. They said they have to lose weight for themselves and their family. That doesn't mean that they have to hate themselves in order to want to make that change. You can recognize the value of staying healthy for yourself and your family, leading the vision of what the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams looks like. Something I wanted to point out, this is a question I want to raise. Becoming skinnier will allow me to become more confident and enjoy my life more. That's what they said. And the question is what specifically will you enjoy more when you become skinnier? How does that directly support you feeling more confident, and what will you enjoy more? If you can think about it, a lot of times that enjoyment comes from your imagination or your experience, and not from anything outside. There's nothing specifically about having a smaller waistline or less fat on your body that will make your life better directly. Now, it's easy to think that, but when you really consider it, it's not exactly the weight, it's the things surrounding the weight. A lot of times it's your own attitude, your confidence, and all that stuff. But in any case, just think about whether that's true for you. It's an easy way to think that is the solution. However, what you see all the time is people lose weight and they feel the same and they wonder why, or if something's wrong with you, or at what point will they feel like they're skinny enough to enjoy the life that they want. So what we want to do is have realistic focus for goals and objectives and what's actually important to you, so then you can start enjoying your life and feeling confident as you are, or confident in the person you're becoming. All right. Many people believe confidence comes from results, but oftentimes confidence is a result from faithful beliefs and the courage to try. So there's a few different ways to say this, but really it's not about being skinnier or weight loss that makes you more confident. It's more about the confidence that you can follow through on the things that you want, that you can lead the life that you want, that you're in control of your food choices, your activity, sticking to your plans, following through, scheduling time, self-evaluation, your self-esteem, knowing that you're the director of your life. Those are the things that build confidence. Also, overcoming fears. If you have a fear of the gym, or a fear of not knowing if you're good enough, or a fear that you can't figure out how to do new things like eat healthy and get active more often, the courage to try and stick to that plan also builds confidence. So it's not that being a different weight is a confidence. Sometimes it's a process of getting there that makes a difference. Click like if that makes sense. Or when you're talking about faithful beliefs, that understanding of who you are and what you can become based on your own efforts and in self-love and not hating yourself, those are the things that build confidence. You can feel confident as you are now and feel confident as you continue to build the life that you want. You don't have to hate yourself first. So I'll put a link below or in the cards for this. Start with courage to build confidence. That gives you a more well-rounded discussion on the difference between confidence, faith, and beliefs and how they interact. All right. The courage to try is a big part of confidence. You can't start something and not have, or when you start something that doesn't give you the confidence, you have to have the courage to get the evidence and build a case for your confidence. If you wait for confidence in order to start something, you'll never start because you don't have any reason to believe that you can do something that you've never tried before. I explain it a lot better in that video, so check that out. Next, I want to talk about water fast. Don't do water fast in most cases. Definitely if you're looking for information on this online, like on YouTube, you're like not heading in the right direction. Water fasts are not sustainable. It's very easy to get stuck. Most people get stuck because it's not a long-term plan. Basically what you're doing is only drinking water for a certain amount of time, and then you're not getting any nutrients. Your body is very hungry. You feel hungry. Your life sucks. It's terrible. You might lose some weight, but then as soon as you do things like respond to your hunger in a normal way or return to your old habits, you're going to gain that weight right back. And that is a kind of thing that this person was describing when they lost weight initially, and then they gained it back, and then they hated themselves for it. What you want to do is create a sustainable plan so you don't have those yo-yo cycles of dieting and falling off. I want to say that yes, there will be challenges. However, accountability and support helps a ton. So this person is on the right track in terms of looking for support and accountability. And they recognize that, you know, a weight change like this could be challenging. And especially if you're doing something as unsustainable and like suffering as a water fast, you're going to have a harder time with that. So that's something to keep in mind. However, you don't want to get accountability and support from other people who are also on misleading journeys. And that's an easy mistake to make. You can get mixed in with the wrong crowd, so to say, and end up doing a bunch of things that won't help you out. You can join a group of a bunch of people who don't know what they're talking about. And this is a big problem. You see this online all the time, especially in forums like Reddit, where people just hear something and they repeat it, but they haven't studied a topic. They don't understand the subject matter. And then you have the blind leading the blind in that, you know, classic way of speaking where people don't know what they're doing, but they're telling other people to do things that they don't know what they're doing. What we want to do instead is consider working with a professional, maybe a dietitian who can give you some guidance, a personal trainer, someone like me, a health coach online. I'm a certified personal trainer for knowledge, wisdom, and expertise. So you can do things that work. You have best practices. They not only study the material in a way that keep you safe, and that will get results, but they also have experience working with other people in similar situations. So they know what adjustments to make. So you don't end up guessing that you should be on a water fast and that you need support for a water fast, or you're doing other things that won't work. What we want to do is have the right focus, know what to focus on, so you can take confident ownership of your path of freedom and fitness, and you can lead the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams. Knowledge, wisdom, expertise, big parts of that. Right? And that's what I put next. Know what to focus on to teach you how to stay on track. And you can have that remotely or locally. So if you are, you know, in a big city, you can find someone, maybe a personal trainer, dietitian, or even someone who has experience helping people lose weight. That is going to be a good thing. Or you can work with me remotely. I'm online. I'm also here in Naples, Florida. So let me know if you want my support. You can check the links in the description below, message me on Instagram, all that stuff. So my qualifications, got a ton of them: certified personal trainer, senior fitness, group fitness certification, master's in medical science. I've got an undergraduate degree in food science, human nutrition. I can go on and on about it. I'll put a link to my resume below, I guess, my about page, where you can learn all about my experience. Over 12 years in public health, nutrition education, building healthier environments for people. And then I've been doing Fit for Freelance since 2018. So I know a lot about health coaching, health habits, how to make changes sustainable for you, so you don't have to try water fast. I also have testimonials that you can find on my site too. So if you want help finding support from someone who actually knows what they're doing, what they're talking about, you can book a call or message me on Instagram. We can talk about what you want, what you've tried, and how I can help. for free, or if you want to invest in, your transformation, I'd be glad to help you with that too. But really, the big thing is don't do things based on hating yourself, and then don't do unsustainable things like 3 to 4 week water fast. When you find support for doing harmful things, you can get yourself into a world of trouble and harm. So be careful with that. Just be mindful, and do what it takes to lead the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams. Is water fasting part of that? Is being hungry for 3 to 4 weeks part of the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams? I know it's not part of mine. However, helping people understand their health so they can lose weight in a sustainable way, that's what I'm all about. So subscribe to the channel if that's what you're into. Click like. And next, you can watch wondering if you need a health coach. What does health coach do? I'll put that here. And then, do you have to hate your body? And it's not just for new moms. This is a new way of understanding the context of your health and how you are like the pilot of your body. Your body doesn't dictate who you are. Your quality of life isn't essential to your identity. I'll put that one right here. Makes more sense when you watch it live. So that's today's message. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, keep practicing. Peace.